Hi there, Debbie Nigro here, Chief Executive Girlfriend, FirstWivesWorld.com, and we're going to give you 5 tips on filing taxes post-divorce. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. Our expert today is Stacey Francis, president of Francis Financial, and she's a certified divorce financial analyst and the founder of Savvy Ladies too. Welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Than're very happy to be a girlfriend today.
You're a girlfriend with good information. 5 tips
Exactly.
on filing taxes post-divorce. We're going to go through them and you comment on each one. Okay. Number 1. Got to know how to file. How do you file?
You got to know how to file, and absolutely, a lot of women actually don't know how they're supposed to be filing. There are a couple different ways you can file. Number 1, married filing jointly, married filing separately, head of household, and then also single. So which one should you do? Well, if you're married at the end of the year, take a look at married filing jointly. That's the number 1. It's going to give you the most opportunity to take deductions.
Okay.
But one thing I want you to think about, if you're signing a tax return and putting your Jan Hancock on that, if you're not 100% sure that your husband is reporting all their income honestly and that everything down there is 100% correct, well, I want you to know that you're going to be held liable if it's not correct. So that means the IRS is coming after you as well as yours true dearly.
Not a good day.
Not a good day.
Okay.
So you may want to do married filing separately.
Married filing separately. Okay.
Exactly.
This is the first time after divorce.
Now, first time after divorce, if you are taking care of your child and have custody of your child, providing over 50% of the support, then you can file head of household. And head of household has a very good benefit to it in that you actually end up paying fewer taxes than if you had to file single.
Okay. The second tip, decide who gets the dependent deductions.
The dependent deduction for some people, I find tends to be with husband, tends to be a little bit of a sticky spot. Often,
There are people trying to steal dependents.
there are people trying to steal those dependents. And the reason why often husbands want to take the dependency exemption is because if they're in the higher tax bracket, it makes more sense for them to do it. They get a bigger benefit. So understand, do you want to take it? Do you want him to take it? And actually have it written in your divorce decree as well.
Can you split the dependents among the 2 parents?
You can. And
3 to 1, 2 to 5?
Exactly. 3 to 1, 2 to 5. 1 year you take it, another year he takes it.
It does get done that way?
You can do that.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. Third tip on filing taxes post-divorce is make the most of your deductions and tax credits. How do you do that?
Exactly. Make the most of your deductions and tax credits. Things that you want to think about are if you have the child tax credit, you only can take it if you are taking the dependency exemption that year.
They go together.
They go together.
Okay.
So that's something you can't split up. So think about that. Also, are you paying quite a bit in child care costs? Don't forget about your child care cost credit.
How could you forget? It's the biggest cost you have.
I know.
It's hard to forget.
Especially if you have to go back to work.
Right.
So make sure you take advantage of that. If you're paying medical costs, take that deduction.
Good.
Any other educational costs.
Just look at the receipts at the end of the week, and
I know.
most of the money is going for all these things.
I know.
Okay. Next tip on filing taxes post-divorce. Number 4, be aware of the tax ramifications for assets divided or transferred in your divorce.
Exactly. Not every dollar is equal to a dollar.
Okay.
A dollar in an IRA may be very differently valued than what you have in your bank account. If you have a brokerage account and you bought this stock at $10 and now it's valued at $100, well, after you're done paying taxes, you're not going to have a whole lot left over versus if you had gotten a full $100 from your savings account. So again, take a look and understand what we call the basis, the tax basis on all of your accounts.
Okay. And the 5th tip on filing taxes post-divorce, distinguish the differences between child support and alimony.
Child support and alimony are not interchangeable.
No.
Child support is wonderful in the sense that you don't have to pay taxes on it. That is free and clear of any taxes. But if you get alimony, you have to report it. And you're going to owe a big check to Uncle Sam at the end of the year as well.
Okay, this is important stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know that last one. When do you start preparing? Where does the process begin? From the day after April 15th? What?
Well, the earlier you can prepare for your taxes, the better you're going to do, and you'll be able to save more money. So really, as soon as January 1st starts, I would start preparing and really looking at keeping track of any expenses that are deductible, anything that you could take as a tax credit, keeping your receipts.
Yeah, keep
everything.
a little notebook of things. You have to think differently now.
Exactly.
Than you had to when you were married.
Yeah, you're now
right?
in charge of your own finances.
Yeah.
And often for some women, it's their first time
Sure.
having to do that. So keep track, keep
You're
a
going
little
to do
notebook.
great. Just get information from fabulous minds like Stacy's. Should you get help the first time? I think it's the last question I want to ask.
You know, I would say get help for the first time.
Yeah.
Work with a trusted CPA. What I would encourage you not to do is work with your husband's CPA. Get your own CPA.
They could be telling things you didn't, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
For their side.
And, you know, the most important thing is talk to your girlfriends.
Okay.
Talk to your girlfriends, ask for resources and referrals.
Great girlfriends with great minds.
Exactly,
Stacy Francis, terrific.
exactly.
President of Francis Financial. You can find her at francisfinancial.net or here at firstwivesworld.com. Great stuff. Very important.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.